Have you ever noticed that the happiest people you know always seem to have something they're excited about, something they're working towards, someone they're helping, a reason to get out of bed every morning? That's called purpose. And today we're going to explore why it may be one of the greatest predictors of a longer, healthier, happier life.
Purpose isn't about having a perfect career, winning awards, or changing the entire world. Sometimes purpose is much simpler than that. It's about raising your children, showing up for your friends, your community, teaching a class, helping one person smile today. When we have something meaningful to live for, we naturally begin taking better care of ourselves.
Yep. So today we're talking about how purpose influences everything from our mindset and resilience to our daily habits, and why discovering your purpose may be one of the greatest investments you'll ever make.
Welcome back to Group X Appeal, where our mission is pretty simple. It's to help people create healthier, happier, more energetic lives through movement, mindset, and meaningful connection through community. Over the last 2 episodes, we've talked about physical health and all the incredible impacts of community and how everything relates to longevity. But today we're completing this longevity series by exploring the question behind every healthy habit, the why. Because if you don't have a reason to take care of yourself, it's easy to let healthy habits slip away. But when your life has purpose, those habits become part of something bigger. They're no longer chores. They're investments in the life you want to keep living.
Yeah. So let's talk about the science of purpose, because you love science, right?
I do love science. It makes me happy.
It does. So as we discussed in episode 102, community gives us people, right? But purpose gives us direction. And purpose doesn't have to be some huge life-changing mission. Sometimes it's incredibly simple. Maybe your purpose is raising your children, maybe helping your clients, perhaps being there for your parents, volunteering in your neighborhood or at your church, or just simply becoming the healthiest version of yourself so you can enjoy life for many years to come. When we have something meaningful to wake up for, taking care of ourselves becomes so much easier, right?
That's so true. I love that. Because purpose changes the question. Instead of asking, do I feel like working out today? You begin asking, what kind of person do I want to become? And that shift changes everything.
Yep.
You stop chasing motivation and you start living intentionally and with inspiration. For me, purpose is helping people discover that movement can completely transform their lives.
Yeah, it is.
And that's why we're here every week, right?
Yep.
And that's why we teach.
Yep.
And that's why we continue to have these conversations. Because if one person hears something today that inspires them to take better care of themselves, it is so worth it.
100% worth it. Yep. And that's something every one of us can discover, right? Purpose isn't found overnight, though. It's uncovered one small step at a time, one decision at a time, one relationship, one act of service or kindness, one class in our case, right? One conversation. Sometimes all it does is just by showing up. That's all you got to do.
Yeah. Maybe that's why Group X is so special. People walk in, they're looking for a workout, maybe some kind of change in their body. And sometimes they actually walk out with a new purpose, a new why, a new friendship, a new level of confidence. Sometimes a completely new life, or at least the starting of a completely new life.
Yep. For sure. So really, purpose gives us a reason to keep moving. We talked again in episode 102 a lot about community, but there's another piece of the puzzle that's just as important. And it doesn't, again, have to mean that we're climbing Mount Everest or changing the world, right? Sometimes it just simply is just knowing that someone's counting on you. Again, maybe it's your family, maybe it's your students, maybe it's your workout partner who's expecting to see you Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. So purpose gives us reason to get out of bed. It keeps us growing, it keeps us moving, learning, serving, and just believing that our best chapters are still ahead of us. And when people have something meaningful to look forward to, they tend to take better care of themselves because they know that their lives matter, right? Not just to them, but also to someone else, perhaps, who is counting on them.
Yeah.
Yep.
I really believe that. I believe our best years are ahead.
Yep.
Because we're wiser. We're learning these things, And I think that's why this topic resonates with so many people. We have all gone through seasons where we felt life was exciting and meaningful, and we've all experienced moments when we felt a little lost. And the beautiful thing is that purpose isn't something we reserve for a select few. It evolves and it grows for all of us. It changes throughout our lives. Sometimes we discover it. Sometimes we create it. Sometimes it finds us in the most unexpected places. And today we want to help you recognize that purpose doesn't have to be extraordinary. It simply has to matter to you.
Right. So this week's challenge, we've had one every single week, right? So it's super simple. Take 5 quiet minutes, right? Find somewhere where you're not distracted, where you can have some quiet time, and just ask yourself these 3 questions. And if you need to write these down, go for it. You can pause this and just kind of take notes. And here are the 3 questions. Number 1, what brings me joy?
Yes.
Right? What brings me joy? And then the second question is, who do I love serving? Right? Who do I love serving? And then lastly, what kind of legacy do I want to leave?
It's a big one.
Yep. Write down your answers. Put it somewhere in your journal, your notebook. Put it on your phone in the notes section if you need to. And you may be surprised at what comes up, right?
So let me recap. You say it was what brings me joy,
Yep.
who I love serving, and what kind of legacy do I want to leave?
Yep. Those are the 3.
All right, I got my homework. So then after you do that, you do your brainstorm, you take your notes, choose one action that reflects your purpose that bubbled up for you. Take that action this week. It doesn't have to be huge, just intentional, because purpose grows through action, one action at a time, not perfection.
Right. So, we can't wait to hear the answers to those questions. If you'd like to share them, of course.
Please do.
And, today's conversation just reminds us that living longer is not just about adding years to your life, right? It's about giving those years meaning. Purpose gives us direction. It gives us resilience through those difficult seasons. We are all going to have those seasons. No one can avoid them. And it just reminds us why our health matters in the first place, right?
Definitely. And when you combine movement and community with purpose, you're no longer just pursuing fitness. You're creating a life that is vibrant and meaningful and deeply fulfilling. And that is what vitality is all about.
Yeah, it is. So again, over the last 3 episodes, we've explored 3 powerful pillars of longevity. Say that 10 times fast.
I know, right?
3 powerful pillars of longevity. First, again, just to recap, we looked at the physical markers that help us age well in episode 101. Then we discovered the incredible impact of community in episode 102, and also, of course, connection.
Yes.
And today, of course, we talked about the power of purpose. And when you bring those 3 together, something amazing happens. You stop chasing health as a destination and you begin living it every single day.
Yeah. And that is exactly why we are so excited about our upcoming Vitality Workshop. This workshop is designed to bring all of these ideas to life for you, not just through movement, but through meaningful conversations, practical tools and exercises, shared experiences, and of course, a supportive community. So if these episodes inspired you, just imagine what it would feel like to experience all of this in person with us.
Yeah. So to learn more and to be the first one to learn about the workshop dates, the locations, early registration, all that other stuff, all the opportunities for this Vitality Workshop, visit groupxappeal.com or vitalityworkshop.com. And we'd love to have you join us as we build a movement that's about so much more than fitness, and we'd love to do it together with you.
If this series encouraged you as we talked about longevity from different perspectives, please do share it with someone who could use a little more hope and a little more purpose, and just a reminder that their best years are still ahead of them. And don't forget to subscribe, because next week we're kicking off a new conversation. We can't wait to share it with you.
Yeah, what are we talking about, Kimberly?
Well, they're just going to have to tune in to find out.
So,
no teasers for me.
Right. So until next time, keep moving, keep growing, keep living with purpose, and we will see you on the next episode of Group X Appeal.
Remember, a long life isn't measured only by the number of years you live. It is measured by the number of lives you touch along the way.
Yes, it is. I'm Terry Shorter.
I'm Kimberly Springglick.
Until we meet again, make it a great day. And why, Kimberly?
Because it is a great day to have.
Whoop, whoop.
That's
Peace
all.
out.